What if we could gently guide our dreams? Imagine a world where nightmares could be soothed. Imagine a world where pleasant dreams encouraged. This might sound like science fiction, but it is a concept that major technology companies are now exploring. Recently, Samsung filed a patent for a fascinating piece of wearable technology. This technology is designed to do something truly remarkable. It aims to monitor our brain activity while we sleep. Its goal is to detect when we are dreaming, and then subtly influence the content of those dreams. This idea opens a new frontier in our relationship with sleep and our own minds, moving from passive rest to an interactive inner experience. This concept, while futuristic, is grounded in our growing understanding of the brain. The patent describes a device that could be worn as a headband. The patent describes a device that could be worn as a smartwatch. The patent describes a device that could be worn as smart glasses. During the night, this device would keep a close watch on our biological signals. It would track our brainwaves. It would track the rapid movements of our eyes that happen when we dream. The core idea is to use this information to create a feedback loop with our sleeping brain. It's a delicate process. The system is designed not to wake us up, but to communicate with our subconscious mind, sending gentle cues to steer our dream narratives in a desired direction. The implications of such technology are profound and far-reaching. For many, dreams are a mysterious and often uncontrollable part of life. They can be a source of joy. They can be a source of creativity. They can be a source of intense fear. Samsung's proposed technology suggests a future where we might have more agency over this internal world. It represents a shift from simply tracking our sleep quality to actively shaping our sleep experience. The goal is not to control every detail of a dream like a movie director. Instead, it is about creating a gentle influence, a subtle nudge, that could guide the dream's emotional tone or thematic content, making our nights more restful or even productive. This new patent represents a significant step in the field of sleep technology. It builds upon decades of neuroscience research into sleep stages and the nature of consciousness. The idea of interacting with dreams is not entirely new. Scientists have been studying lucid dreaming for years. However, a consumer device that makes this accessible to everyone would be a major breakthrough. It brings complex laboratory concepts into the realm of personal technology. As we begin this exploration, we will walk through the science calmly and carefully. We will look at how such a device might work, what it could mean for us, and the important questions it raises. The primary goal of this patented technology is to enhance our well-being by improving our dream experiences. One of the most immediate and powerful applications would be in the reduction of nightmares. Many people suffer from recurring bad dreams, especially those with post-traumatic stress disorder and high levels of anxiety. This device could detect the physiological signs of a distressing dream. It could then intervene with calming stimuli, like a gentle sound, like a soothing scent. The aim is to transform a frightening scenario into a neutral or even a positive one. This could provide significant relief and improve overall mental health for many individuals. Beyond just preventing negative experiences, the technology also promises to help us cultivate positive ones. Imagine being able to request a dream about a specific place or a specific person. You could revisit a cherished childhood memory or explore a beautiful landscape you have only seen in pictures. The device would learn your personal preferences over time. It would use subtle cues to gently guide your dream toward these desired themes. This could be a powerful tool for relaxation and emotional comfort. It could also spark creativity, prompting dreams that help with problem solving and inspire artistic work. While you sleep, making rest a time for renewal and insight. Another fascinating possibility is the training of lucid dreaming. A lucid dream is a dream in which you are aware that you are dreaming. This awareness gives you the ability to exert some control over the dream's narrative and over the dream's environment. For many, achieving lucidity is difficult and requires a lot of practice. Samsung's device could help by providing a gentle cue, like a soft light or a specific sound, when it detects you are in a dream state. This cue could act as a trigger, helping your sleeping mind recognize that it is dreaming. This could open up the incredible world of lucid dreaming to a much wider audience. In essence, Samsung's patent outlines a system for personalized dream management. It is not about creating artificial dreams from scratch. Instead, it is about working with your brain's natural dream-making processes. The device would act as a co-pilot for your nightly journeys through the subconscious. By providing gentle guidance and support, it could help make your dream world safer. Make your dream world more inspiring and meaningful. As we delve deeper into this technology, we will explore the science that makes it possible. We will also consider the important ethical questions that arise when we start to interact with the very fabric of our dreams. The foundation of Samsung's dream control concept is the physical device itself. The patent describes not one specific gadget, but a range of possible forms. Headband, worn around the forehead during sleep. Direct contact with the scalp, ideal for capturing brain electrical signals. Comfort-focused, lightweight, breathable materials for overnight wear. Smartwatch, familiar device. Many people already wear them for steps, heart rate, sleep. Wrist position measures heart rate, movement, skin temp. Useful for sleep stage inference. Not as direct for brainwaves, but advanced sensors could fill gaps. Smart glasses, designed to be worn while lying down. Perfect for monitoring eye movements. Key indicator of dreaming. Can deliver subtle visual cues. Soft lights on closed eyelids. Frames can house sensors at the temples to pick up brain activity. Function matters more than form. Headband, watch, or glasses all aim for the same thing. Devices must be comfortable and house sensitive sensors. Each form has trade-offs, different versions for different needs. The hardware would be a non-invasive bridge to the sleeping mind, a channel to the subconscious. To interact with dreams, the device first needs to understand what's happening in the sleeping brain. This requires a set of highly sensitive sensors, each tracking a different biological signal. The most important is the electroencephalogram, or EEG. EEG sensors detect tiny electrical pulses from the brain. Those brainwaves change with different states of consciousness. Another key sensor is the electrooculogram, or EOG. EOG measures eye movement. In REM sleep, the eyes move rapidly behind closed lids. Rapid eye movement is a strong dreaming indicator. Detecting that activity helps pinpoint when a dream is happening. Timing needs to be precise. The device must know when to listen to the dream's content and when to send a gentle cue to influence it. The system also watches other bodily signals. A heart rate sensor, like in fitness trackers, monitors pulse. Heart rate often becomes more variable during dreams. An accelerometer detects body movement. Near paralysis during dreaming is another key sign. Together, these sensors give a fuller physiological picture. All data from EEG, EOG, heart rate, and movement is collected and processed in real time. The device's internal computer acts like a detective, piecing clues together. It uses combinations of signals rather than a single input. When EEG shows dreaming brainwaves, EOG detects rapid eye movements, and heart rate becomes irregular, the system can be highly confident a dream is in progress. This multi-sensor approach makes detection more accurate and reliable, creating the foundation for interacting with the dream itself. The key to this entire process lies in understanding a specific stage of sleep called REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. It's the stage most closely associated with vivid, narrative-style dreaming. During REM, brains become highly active, almost as active as when awake. Samsung's device is specifically designed to identify these REM periods. EEG shows brainwaves similar to waking. REM is sometimes called paradoxical sleep. EOG picks up rapid, jerky eye movements. Accelerometer detects muscle atonia, temporary paralysis of major muscles. That paralysis prevents us from acting out dreams. When all these signals align, the device finds the prime window for dream interaction. The patent suggests the system could interpret the emotional tone of a dream. Specific patterns in brainwaves combined with a spike in heart rate might indicate the onset of a nightmare. The device is not reading your thoughts or seeing dream images. Instead, it's reading physiological correlates of emotional experience. This detection and analysis form the decision-making core. The device is programmed to ask a series of questions in a split second. Is the user in REM sleep? Yes. Are there signs of distress, like a rapidly increasing heart rate? If so, the system might intervene with a calming cue. Is the user in a stable REM state without distress signals? If so, it may introduce a cue tied to a user pre-selected theme. The term neural feedback sounds complex, but the concept is quite simple. It is essentially a conversation between the device and your brain. Think of a thermostat. A neural feedback loop works the same way, but with brain activity. It is a continuous cycle of listening, analyzing, and responding. For example, if the goal is preventing nightmares and sensors detect physiological signs of fear, the system flags a deviation from the desired state. This triggers the feedback part of the loop. The response is a subtle cue, a sound. The brain subconsciously processes that sound, and the aim is for the new sensory input to be folded into the dream, steering it away from fear. The cycle then repeats throughout the night. The device delivers a cue, then immediately goes back to listening. It measures the brain's response. This constant measure, compare, and adjust loop allows the device to learn and adapt to your unique brain. Over time, it gets better at understanding what works for you, creating personalized dream management. The core of Samsung's dream influencing technology lies in its ability to communicate with the sleeping brain. Instead, it relies on a carefully selected palette of subtle sensory cues. One of the primary methods is through sound. Very quiet auditory cues, specific musical tones, a gentle whooshing sound, like the ocean. The sleeping brain can incorporate external sounds into a dream's narrative. Another type of cue the device might employ is light. A wearable like smart glasses or a headband could generate soft, colored light pulses. A gentle, warm, golden light might encourage feelings of warmth and safety. These visual cues are incredibly subtle, just perceptible enough to influence a dream without waking the sleeper. The patent also suggests the use of scent, a primal way to influence emotion and memory. The smell of pine might evoke a forest setting. A hint of lavender could promote relaxation and calm an anxious dream. Finally, the device could use haptic feedback, cues felt through touch or vibration. A soft, slow pulse might mimic a calming heartbeat to soothe a stressful dream. Section 2. The Art of Gentle Nudging. The success of this technology hinges on a delicate balancing act. The cues must be strong enough to be noticed by the subconscious mind, not so strong that they disrupt sleep or wake the user. This is where the timing and intensity of the cues become critically important. It waits for the perfect window of opportunity within the REM sleep stage. The intervention is designed to be a gentle whisper, not a loud shout. The mechanism for influencing dream content is based on the brain's natural tendency to incorporate sensory information from the outside world. An alarm clock might become a ringing phone in a dream. The sound of rain outside might manifest as a storm within the dream narrative. Samsung's device simply systematizes and controls this process. By introducing a specific gentle sound like birds chirping, the device provides a building block for the brain. The dreaming mind might then construct a scene to match the sound it is hearing. Let's consider a practical example. Imagine the system detects the physiological signs of a nightmare. An elevated heart rate, specific brainwave patterns associated with fear. The device's algorithm would immediately trigger a calming cue. It might start with a very low-frequency humming sound, designed to be inherently soothing. It would then monitor the brain's response. If the heart rate begins to slow, the device knows the cue is working. It might then gradually fade the sound out until the brain activity returns to a more stable, non-distressed state, effectively derailing the nightmare before it fully takes hold. This process is not about replacing the dream, but about steering it. The device acts as a gentle navigator. If the user wants to dream about the beach, the system won't just project a perfect beach image into their mind. Instead, it might play the faint sound of waves, release a subtle, salty scent. These cues act as suggestions, providing the raw materials for the user's own brain to build upon. The resulting dream is still a unique creation of the individual's subconscious, but its theme and emotional tone have been gently guided in a desired direction, making the experience a collaboration between the technology and the dreamer. Section 3. Crafting Worlds, Scenarios of Dream Influence. First, consider someone who wishes to revisit a happy memory, like their childhood home. Before going to sleep, they might select this theme in the device's companion app. During REM sleep, the device would introduce relevant cues. It might play a faint, specific melody that was common in their childhood, or release a scent associated with their home, like freshly baked bread. These personalized cues would act as powerful triggers, providing a source of comfort and nostalgia. Now, let's imagine a different scenario. An artist or a writer experiencing a creative block. They could use the device to prompt dreams that are more abstract, surreal, and conducive to creative thinking. The system could be programmed to deliver a more unpredictable and varied series of cues. The goal here would not be to guide the dream to a specific place, but to break conventional thought patterns and encourage the brain to make novel connections. The user might wake up with fresh ideas or a new perspective, having used their dream state as a personal brainstorming session. Another powerful application is in training for lucid dreaming. A user who wants to become aware that they are dreaming could set up a specific totem cue.
By creating this association, the device can then play the same chimes when it detects they are in a deep REM state. Hearing this familiar cue within the dream could act as a trigger, prompting their sleeping mind to perform the reality check and realize it is, in fact, dreaming, thereby inducing lucidity. Am I dreaming?
Finally, consider the crucial scenario of calming a nightmare for someone with PTSD. When a spike in heart rate and fear-related brain activity is detected, the system would intervene immediately. Instead, it would deploy a standardized calming protocol. This could involve a combination of a slow, rhythmic vibration mimicking a steady heartbeat and a soothing lavender scent. This multi-sensory intervention aims to ground the dreamer and reduce the intensity of the fear response, gently pulling them out of the traumatic re-experiencing and into a calmer mental space. This is where the tech can really help. Section 4. The Smart Copilot, Personalization and Machine Learning. A key feature described in the patent is the system's ability to learn and adapt to each individual user. This is achieved through the use of machine learning algorithms. Over time, the device tracks which cues lead to the desired outcomes and which ones do not, constantly refining its strategy to better suit your specific physiology and preferences. It learns, for instance, that you are particularly responsive to auditory cues, but less so to vibrations, and it will adjust its future interventions accordingly, prioritizing the methods that work best for you. The companion app might ask you for a brief summary of your dreams in the morning. If you consistently report having anxious dreams on nights when your heart rate variability shows a specific pattern, the algorithm learns to recognize that pattern as a signature for your anxiety. This continuous learning and personalization are what transform the device from a simple gadget into a truly intelligent and responsive partner in managing your inner world, tailoring its support to your evolving needs. Introducing technology into the delicate ecosystem of sleep and dreams requires a profound commitment to safety. The most fundamental safety measure is the control over cue intensity. The device would be programmed to always prioritize the preservation of deep sleep and overall sleep quality over any attempt at dream influence. Another critical safety feature is the system's reliance on precise sleep stage monitoring. The device would be strictly programmed to only deliver cues during the REM stage of sleep. If there is any ambiguity in the data, the device would default to inaction. User control and consent would be paramount. The user must always be in the driver's seat. They would have granular control over what the device is allowed to do. Finally, the system would include intelligent fail-safes and monitoring for negative effects. If the algorithm detects a negative trend, it could automatically reduce the frequency or intensity of its cues and alert the user. This long-term monitoring acts as a crucial safety net, ensuring the technology operates as a beneficial tool for well-being, not a disruptive one. The most profound and immediate benefit of controlled dream technology lies in its therapeutic potential. A device that can detect the physiological onset of a PTSD-related nightmare and gently intervene could be life-changing. This technology offers promising applications for a range of anxiety-related disorders. This subconscious exposure therapy in the safe dream environment could help people confront and process fears in a controlled way. By nudging dreams toward more positive content, the tech could become a nightly tool for emotional hygiene. Waking from positive or neutral dreams can meaningfully boost mood and resilience the next day. This tech could also powerfully augment traditional psychotherapy. That offers a new stream of insight into the patient's subconscious and a novel interactive therapeutic tool, bridging conscious therapy and deep sleep processing. Beyond its therapeutic uses, Samsung's Dream Control patent opens up exciting possibilities for personal growth and cognitive enhancement. This tech could systematize that process. Another frontier: skill acquisition and memory consolidation. Sleep learning. Targeted memory reactivation could strengthen neural pathways, improving recall and retention without conscious effort. The tech could also train lucid dreaming. Democratizing lucidity could unlock new dimensions of recreation and psychological growth. Finally, curated experiences and entertainment. VR powered by your brain. Thematic cues could shape backdrop and tone, making you the protagonist of your nightly adventure. While the potential benefits are immense, the prospect of dream-influencing technology also brings a host of significant risks and profound ethical questions. The most immediate concern is the privacy and security of our dream data. In the wrong hands, this information could be exploited for targeted advertising, social profiling, even more manipulative purposes. The dream ad that steers you toward a certain product is a dystopian but plausible scenario we must guard against. Could influencing dreams lead to the creation of false memories and blur the line between what was dreamt and what was real? Furthermore, there is a risk of psychological dependence. We risk commodifying one of the last truly private and untamed frontiers of the human experience, turning our inner worlds into another curated, optimized, potentially commercialized space. We stand at the edge of a remarkable new frontier. The technology promises extraordinary benefits, offering a potential lifeline for those tormented by nightmares. The idea of gently guiding dreams toward more positive and insightful experiences is undeniably compelling. However, this path into the subconscious must be walked with extreme caution and profound respect. The potential for misuse and unintended harm is just as significant as the promise of good. The responsible way forward requires a slow, deliberate, and transparent process. First, extensive, independent clinical trials. Second, a robust public and legislative conversation. Clear, unwavering standards for data privacy. Strong regulations with strict limits on commercial exploitation. User consent, granular, informed, and easily revocable. The future of dreaming is not just a technological challenge, it is a profound ethical test. We must approach it with wisdom, humility, and care.